Doki doki ooh woo, all my heart's for you, my wonderful fiance, Seamus. Hello friends, welcome on in to the nail art section of our lives. Happy Sunday, how is everybody doing? How's it going? Carrie, you obviously are having a great day because you're out antique shopping. Like, I love antique shopping. I'm not gonna lie. I would go antique shopping a lot more if we had space for it, but we don't. So I restrain myself. You can bet when we have like a proper house with more space and we have room to fill, I will be going to antique stores because I do love antiquing. Seamus, thank you so much for 34 months at tier 3. That's amazing. That's amazing. I can't believe it's been 34 months though. Like, we're coming up on my 3-year stream anniversary in February. And I should probably start thinking about that in January. We'll wait till January. I don't have to think about it right now. I love you. And it's crazy because I've been fairly consistent for all 3 years. Fairly, because there were some ups and downs and we missed the 2-year stream anniversary because I just was like really sick at that point in time in my life. So, what can you do? Shit happens. Chronic illness is a bitch. By the way, Seamus, congrats on actually being the official first. And Carrie, you are the official second. And we'll see who comes when to be the official third. You know, there's no rush and there's no harm, no foul if we don't get one. So we are going to do nail art today. It has been a hot minute since I painted these bad boys on stream. Like, I think October was the last time. I'm pretty sure I did a Halloween. No, it was feeling fall. I think I missed Halloween. So it would have been like end of August, early September. It's been a little bit. Tommy, you're the official third. Hello, love. How are you? How is golf with your friends? Tommy is currently hanging out with our birthday friend, whom we will be going to see after this stream. So we already know our raid target, and I'm excited to bring you guys over there when the time is right. So yes, we're going to do a Skittle Manny. Skittle Manny refers to using different colors to create a rainbow-ish effect. In our case, it's going to be a Chaos Skittle Manny because we're not using all the same formula. We are not using one, like, continuous rainbow. I just spent 45 minutes figuring out what colors I really liked together, and I really wanted, like, a beautiful burnt orange, and I literally do not have this color. I do not have the color that I wanted in Holo Taco or other. Like, I do not own this fucking color. First but not first, Torque, you're not first. Hello, how are you? Just keeping the friendo company? You gotta keep the friendos company. I am doing good. I'm doing good. You shouldn't forget, but I'm also an hour late because I had to shower, and then I got out of the shower, and I could have been ready on time if it weren't for the fact that I needed to spend 45 minutes figuring out what the fuck colors I was putting on my nails. So, the colors we're going for, okay. We've got Tanzanite Away with Littlefoot to be stamped over the top. And then we're gonna have Bury Me in Holo with Maple to be stamped over the top. We've got Emerald City with Lily Pad going over the top. We've got Overshadowed with Folklore going over the top. Because if I can't have burnt orange, we're gonna go gray. It's a very drastic difference, but it was the only other color that I could think. Color. Obviously, gray is not really a color. That might work. And then we've got Blue Ain't Slick with Royal Blue going over the top. And Blue Ain't Slick is a multi-chrome, so you can kind of see if I do this, it will shift colors. So this one's going to be a little bit funky, but it's my pinky nail, so, you know, you forgot. So we're going to do that for the manicure, but before we get started on the manicure, we're going to swatch the new Holo Taco collection, because here's the thing. The swatching is done on these little guys, and then it goes in my book, and these little guys need time to dry. So we're going to get the swatches started so that they can sit off to the side and dry, and then we'll paint our nails. And I mean, like, my nails, they need to be cleaned up and stuff still, because I literally have not done that. So it's gonna be a slightly longer than usual nail art stream. My normal nail art streams are done in like an hour and a half, 2 hours tops. This one's probably gonna go 2.5-ish, which is about the max because I'm due in with our friend that we're gonna raid around 6. You know, just pushing it close. But that's fine, because you know what? Birthdays only happen once a year. Birthdays only happen once a year, and I want to be there to support them. And nothing says that they are going to be like, bam, right on time. There is definitely going to be like a little bit of wiggle room, because as anybody who is in the gaming scene knows, games don't always fall in a set amount of time, and shit happens. So, you know, we have to expect the unexpected with gaming. But let me flop you guys over to this screen so that we can get to swatching, because that is something that we definitely want to do. These little nail art buttons come from Maniology. They are tool number 047 if you ended up wanting to get yourself some. I made my own nail swatching book and template because that was something that mattered to me. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna prop these up like so. And I will move it around so that you can see the one specifically that I'm swatching, but I need to keep it like elevated. So the very first one, oop, I need to cant Obspot. So hold on a second. This way, Obspot. This way. That'll do. Close enough. You're gonna see me looking down a little bit. I might lean too far forward, but it works. The first one in the new collection is called Moon Lagoon. And it is just, like, you can really see it. This is the Underglow collection that just came out. And this light, unlike the other one, is going to give you a little bit of a better view on what it actually looks like. I don't remember if these are limited or if they're sticking around. They might be sticking around. All of these formulas are buildable, so this is going to take a couple coats to get it down and onto the swatching tab. But it's very pretty. And I know it's upside down for you guys. Corel, I literally don't care about your Black Friday savings right now, but thank you. So that's Moon Lagoon. The next one in the collection. I know it's very rare that we do this. Actually, maybe I'll just leave that over there and I'll bring it over. This is Shadow Lake. And it's got a little bit of a shift to it. Mina, hi! How are you? How are you, friend? See if I can't get these to face more or less the correct way. Yeah, your spicy friend is here, Mina. I don't love how this one is painting on, but it could also just be the angle of the light. Again, these are buildable, and you can see it happening. And one of the beautiful things about Holo Taco is it's self-leveling. So there's our first two, and a cat hair of some sort. Get rid of that. Pop my ears because the wind is bad and it's really fucking with my equilibrium. It is yummy. Wait till you see my favorite one though, Seamus. My favorite one is Phantom Call. So the next one, and this one is probably going to be the hardest to like build up and swatch, is called Swan Song. And it's so hard to show this one off. There is actually a, let me see if I turn my phone's light on, if it'll show it. Ish. It's almost like it's too bright. There's like a purple sheen to it, and it's so hard to get it to show on camera because like I can see it with my naked eye. I don't know if I can get it to show over here better. Yes, I can. You can kind of see it. That bluish coloration. Because the OBSBot has high dynamic range. So Swan Song is, it's going to be the most sheer of the polishes because it is a white. Oops. I touched the other side. So you can kind of see it. Kind of. It's so subtle. Beautiful, but subtle. This collection of Underglow has 6 polishes in it, so we're halfway through the swatching. I will have to put at least one more coat on each of them, but we'll get that coat on and then I can put a glossy top coat on later. So the next one is called Vitamin Glow. This is our blue of the collection. It's got like a pink shine to it. Again, it's delicious. We do love. I don't love these random fuzzes. There's also a lot of controversy right now surrounding this particular collection from Holo Taco. I think it's the first time I've seen such controversy around Holo Taco, honestly. Food done and one more place to go. Usually have horses there and they are supposed to be moving further. Oh, yeah, you gotta go get as many horses as you can, Carrie. So the first and biggest thing that's causing a controversy about these polishes is when Christine said it was being released as like the holiday release, people were expecting Christmas colors and they got snowy colors. Me personally, I like the snowy colors for the Underglow collection, but a lot of people feel very underwhelmed by it, and that's fair. There have been a few critiques on the formulas, struggling with like the build up ability of it and whatnot, and that's fair. Maybe it's not the formula for you. Like, I personally don't like glitters. I will own all of the glitters because I'm a completionist, but I don't particularly care for glitters because I find them hard to use. They usually are chunky and they struggle to get off of the nail, and I'm just not a huge fan. Dova, hello! You'll be back once home? Heck yes, Carrie. The next big thing that people are upset about is this particular box looks very similar to the last shimmers, and people wanted it to be more unique, and I personally, like, I think it's pretty and it's unique in its own way, so I don't care. People are upset because with this launch she announced that there would be less box collections coming out. She's still going to release collections but less boxes, and that was based on feedback from her customer base, and I was one of them that said I would like less boxes. I love the boxes and I think they are a great thing, but there are so many boxes to collect, and eventually you need more space. So having less boxes makes more sense to me, and it also means that Christine can release collections a little bit faster because they're not designing a box alongside of it. So yeah, there's a lot of controversy. There's a lot of controversy around this one, and it's kind of amusing to me. Anyways, onto my favorite of the collection, Phantom Call. This one is just... It's like a deep lavender, but it shifts to this like dusty mauve color with a green undertone. It's so pretty. It is so pretty. When we go to get our pedicures for December, this is the color that's going on my toes. Like, I've already decided. An oatmeal berry pie bake. Ooh, I love that, Dova. I'll be over. Save me a piece. Like this color, this is definitely the biggest winner of the collection, in my opinion. I love my purples, though. And I especially love my shifty purples. Like, it's just so delicious. Dova, I tagged you in the Discord, by the way. We finished the house flip for our green witch, and we did a walkthrough, and so I took it as a highlight on Twitch, and I tagged you for that link so that you can see it. We put beehives on the property, Dova. There are beehives. Yeah. So the final color in the collection is called Cloud 9, and it's this cute pink, which is not showing up as well here. With like a bluish shift. Let's see if we can get it. Might be too close to op spot. There we go. Yeah, that's better. That's a better look. Some of these need the high def resolution to really get to see. Yes, all the bees. Look at those cute emotes. Bee booties. So there they are. Oop, let me go down just below my face. I think you can see all of them. No, you can't. Is it zoomed in further on my computer screen than it is on my little preview? It might be. Oop, we only need to go over to the pink. They're very pretty. So now they need the second coat. And then we're going to move on to our own nails. That's how we do this. That's how we do this. You're gonna get lots of concentration face today. If you've never seen me do nail art, there's a lot of concentration face. Yeah, putting the second coat of this on, it goes on much nicer. It just needed to level itself. That was all. I haven't even shown you guys yet the words. The nail stamping plate that we're using. It is a Manny X Me exclusive. But I think it's gonna quickly become one of my favorites. It's just very cute. Yeah, the person I watched who swatched this and said it would probably be best if you put down not milky white first is, honestly, I think they're not wrong. Because the white one is so sheer. It's so sheer. And if you're wondering, yes, I am opening them up one-handed. Now that they're not factory sealed, I can do that. And I apologize in advance if I seem like irritated or annoyed at any point, you guys. One of our neighbors, and I can't determine if it's across the street or next door, has had their music playing super loud for the last, time is it? 2.5 hours. And it is, all I can hear is the bass line of dun 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 dun, and it's driving me fucking insane. Like, I'm so over their fucking music. And I totally, like, I absolutely understand that people are going to want to turn their music up when they have a particularly good song. And I don't mind listening to it here and there. But for hours on end of just the same bass line, please put an ice pick through my ears so that I don't have to listen to it anymore. It's obnoxious. And we do have a noise ordinance in the area that we live in, that states that you shouldn't, like, this is not okay, basically, because they respect that people work all sorts of shifts for their job, and you never know when somebody needs to get sleep. So you're not supposed to play music that can be heard more than 25 foot away from your house, I think it is. And believe me when I say this is more than 25 feet. I don't know how well you guys can see these. They're just so pretty. I know the white, like, you can kind of see the blue, but it barely comes through. All right, so now I'm going to set these aside in the back to just dry. We're going to let them dry down. And we're going to move on to our own nails. So like I said, I haven't cleaned my nails up yet, which means that I need to use a cuticle push to actually get my cuticles out of the way, to prep for keeping nail polish on the surface of my nails. Because if you have cuticles that the nail polish sits on top of, it can actually create a way for the nail polish to pop up and off. I'm gonna bring this just a little closer to my face because I'm gonna be leaning forward. This is also why it's important to not flood your cuticles, to kind of stay just a tiny bit away from them. Because obviously, even if I'm pushing the cuticles back, they still exist. I'm not removing them. You want to move into that house? It's so cute, isn't it, Nova? Yeah, you can tell I haven't pushed my cuticles back in a little while. That's a chonker. That's a chonker right there along the edge of my nail. You guys want to hear something else crazy that's going on right now? Oh my gosh, I have to tell you this. So, I'm working with a dietitian to help with making better food choices so that I can be a healthier Saki. And ultimately to help with my weight loss. I came to a realization with the weight loss, by the way. I am roughly capable, it seems, of losing about a pound a week. And I want weight loss to be quick because don't we all? But it's not gonna be. But if I can lose a pound a week in about 10 months, so 40 weeks, because I'm looking to lose at least 40 pounds, I'll be back into a weight that I'm more comfortable with. So about a year. I have about a year to go, which sucks because I don't want it to take a year. But if that's the bare minimum, that's not terrible. Obviously, it's going to fluctuate here and there because hormones being what they'll be. But that's something I came to the conclusion of. So anyways, I'm seeing a dietitian, and my doctor's office always allows for pre-check-in online, which is great because it speeds you up a little bit when you get there. They've just switched to a new system. So my doctor's office is through a hospital group that we're just going to call Group B. So they've always been part of Group B, except for like when I was a kid. I think it was started as private practice and then moved to be part of Group B. Anyways, Group B became an affiliate with a different hospital group that we're going to call Group A. And the hospital Group A has been affiliating with other hospital groups in our area over the past several years, almost a decade now. So Group B just integrated into Group A's medical record system, which is through Epic. And that's fine. Like, they gotta do what they gotta do to make things consistent and easier. And honestly, Epic is, at least as far as a client patient portal standpoint goes, I like it better than what Group B originally was using. That being said, they want like all new HIPAA forms and stuff signed. And a couple of weeks ago, I just got a notice that, hey, you have forms to be filled out in your Epic chart. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll go in and I'll take a look. But the form for HIPAA is specifically only talking about Hospital Group A. It has nothing to do with Hospital Group B because it is specifically calling out entities. And I was like, I don't use Group A's anything. None of it. Not regularly. Like, obviously, Group A is the medical system that you go to if you have trauma. It is the biggest hospital conglomerate in my area. But that doesn't mean I'm using it right now. So there was a number you could call to discuss because I didn't know if I had to fill this form out in order to make sure that my doctors could continue to see my stuff in Epic or what have you. So I needed to move this way so you could see better. So I called the number and I spoke to a lady whom understood my concerns and said, no, I don't have to fill that out. She didn't realize that they had not updated their letters to include Hospital Group B. And it's not just Hospital Group B they're going to have to include. There's also Hospital Group C, which, again, I don't use Hospital Group C, but I'm aware of it, that is included now in this, like, quote-unquote affiliation. So I was like, all right, cool. I don't have to fill this out. I'm not going to because I'm not signing a paper that doesn't specifically mention Hospital Group B for my doctor's office. like that, I read my paperwork and I'm not doing it. So here I am doing my pre-check-in because I see the dietitian this coming Friday, which is perfect timing after Thanksgiving dinner, you know? And here's this same form still not mentioning hospital group B, and I'm not signing it. I will have to finish my check-in at the time of arrival because I am not signing something that doesn't mention my specific doctor's office hospital group. Like, no, that's not signing a HIPAA form for my doctor's office. That's signing a HIPAA form for hospital group A. If it doesn't specifically state, because this is a contract, then absolutely not. The other thing that really bothered me, and I have to remember when I do finally get them, like get my doctor's name on this paperwork and sign it, is that I have to specifically tell my doctor's office that they are absolutely not allowed to use my information for marketing purposes. Which is a crazy thing, but it's meant for like fundraisers and whatnot. And I'm like, this shouldn't even be part of a HIPAA thing. Like, you should not be gathering my name and address for marketing. Like, thanks. You are here to do wellness checks and make sure that I am as healthy as I can be, not to collect stuff for marketing. Like, thank you. Stop. So again, like, read your paperwork, friends. It is bonkers. So read your paperwork and don't sign things that have nothing to do with what's going on. And you know, that's also part of why I went to an electronic record system myself for health history intakes for my own practice. Was I hated having people come into my office and sit down to do their paperwork, and then I felt like me sitting there waiting for them would cause them to not actually read the contract that they were going to sign. Josh, hello! I mean, you probably could if you wanted to, Josh, but here in the United States, most people don't get a lawyer involved unless it's really necessary. Because there's a lot of things you sign in daily life that is a contract. Like every time you go to a store and you use a credit card and you sign that little slip, that is a contract that you have agreed to pay. So, yeah, I'm going to be having some words on Friday at my doctor's office right in the morning. That's going to be great. But what can you do? Like, when they affiliated, they merged. When they affiliated with Hospital Group A, they were supposed to keep a lot of their own autonomy, and then Hospital Group A has just slowly been getting rid of that. And it is a problem, in my opinion, because Hospital Group A ain't great at things outside of trauma care. Like, if I were in a really bad accident, sorry, I have to actually get this one close to my face to see what I'm doing. If I were in a really bad accident and needed, like, emergency care after being helicoptered out of the scene, Hospital Group A is exactly where I would want to go. They have the most up-to-date medical equipment and stuff to deal with that. But as far as their, like, business sense and billing and the behind the scenes stuff, they are a mess, and I do not like them. And this is just further proof of the fact that they're kind of a mess and they need to get shit done. And I can say this confidently because my mom used to, when she was alive, own a medical bill collection agency. It was something her father started. And I know that sounds terrible because nobody likes bill collectors, but there's a right way and a wrong way to do bill collection, and my mom did it the right way. And you might say, well, you're biased because it's your mother. Yeah, when you use a debit or a credit card at a store, they give you like a little slip that says, here's your total amount, please sign below, and you have to sign the slip to basically confirm that yes, you used your card and you're okay with paying that amount. I mean, they've already swiped it, they've got the money, but it's kind of just like the final thing that seals it. But anyways, so medical bill collection. When we would call debtors and stuff, we always were sympathetic to the fact that many of them ended up in this situation. I say many, but really, a lot of them were just jerks, who didn't want to pay their copays of like $20, and then all of a sudden they had $400 worth of copays that they hadn't paid. So there were plenty of that, but the ones that really were in an unfortunate situation, we tried to work with them. We were like, you could set up a payment plan. There's no interest accruing unless, you know, we have to sue you because you just really won't pay. But we only sued people that owed like $5,000 or more and didn't want to set up a payment plan. And the payment plan could be as low as $25 a month. Like, we were not asking for the world. So anyways, we were one of the collection agencies that Hospital Group B used until they started the affiliation with Hospital Group A. And then they went over to Hospital Group A's system, period, and we had to do a turnover. And part of the turnover was, of course, the legal files, and the lawyers for Hospital Group A had a requirement to actually like sign these procedures, and they're like, basically it was a process where they had to convert it from being in my mom's business's name and the lawyer that she was using over to their system and their lawyer, and they never did. They just took the files back and did nothing with them because their billing department and their lawyers are shitty people that almost never make phone calls. They almost never try to work with people, and they like to just send out mass letters of either pay it or we're going to take legal action. Like, they are the garbage kind of collectors that nobody likes. So I can confidently say that their behind the scenes sucks. You just swipe cards, that sounds crazy to you. Yeah, no, we have to sign a little slip. And what's supposed to happen is they're supposed to actually take the card from you and confirm that the signature matches, but nobody does. Because you can, on the back of your card in the United States, write ask for ID, and the person is supposed to then request to see your driver's license to make sure that the driver's license name matches the name on the card. There are ways to get around it. So if you use the chip, we normally don't ask for signature. Chips are considered to be safer somehow. I don't understand it. But yeah, there are plenty of places still where you use your card and you have to sign a receipt. That one still needs to be trimmed, but again, I need it closer to my face. So yeah. Anyways, that was my tale of not signing things that you haven't read, and the fact that I won't be doing it because I have read it, and it's not for my hospital group that my doctor is under. It doesn't encapsulate them. So they will have to rewrite the paperwork before I sign it. And if that means that they have to print it out and scan it back in, so be it, so that we can make written changes on it. Because I will cross out all of Hospital Group A's entities and write in Hospital Group B's. Suspenders, hello. Happy Monday to you. It is still Sunday. Woohoo! Dova didn't eat me for dinner. It's a miracle. How is your Monday going, Suspenders? All right, so now that we've gotten our nails cleaned up as clean as we can anyways, I'm going to pour out some acetone into my little cup that I actually need to clean a little bit too. So we're going to pour a little in and do a clean before I 100% get to my nails. Just gonna, this is all I'm doing. I have a cotton swab. I poured acetone in it. I absorbed the acetone into the cotton swab and I'm just running it around the cup. As a reminder in general to people who maybe haven't been here before or who could potentially be watching the VOD long after all of this is said and done, because the VODs live on forever on my YouTube. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. I bought shot glasses from Target forever ago, and for $1 they were on sale, and once Jesus. I'm just making a mess here today, guys. Once I designated that this was going to be for nail art, that is all they are for. I do not, under any circumstances, use the cups that have had acetone or nail polish or anything like that for anything other than those purposes. They will never, ever be used for drinking or putting anything in them that would potentially be consumed. Oops, we melted some tape. My bad. You guys can't see it, but I have tape marking the boundaries of this space. So yeah, I highly recommend that if you're going to have a little cleanup cup like this, that once it's your cleanup cup, it is forever your cleanup cup. Never ever mix those things back together. It's kind of like what I was saying the other night. Was it during House Flipper? I don't remember. We were talking about, though, the fact that I need to declutter very badly, and I have stuff that I used for polymer clay. And similarly, you should not ingest polymer clay, and so the items that I use that could also be used for food will not be going to Goodwill or anything, because I cannot guarantee that the people at Goodwill will heed my warning or my note that these were used for crafting and should not be, they're not fit for use with human food anymore, and make sure that they go to somebody who's going to craft. Not knee pain. Oh no. Hopefully your knee pain goes away quickly. Suspenders. So yeah, if you do nail art, use a separate container. So I'm going to give this a shaky shake. This definitely moved. We need to come that way. Mo better. Working out is good, though. It's good to keep moving. So as always, this is Holo Taco. It's called Smoothing Base, and it is because I have, you might be able to see them. They're not as prominent right now. I have ridges in my nails. That one might be a little easier to see. Maybe not. Yeah, you can kind of see the little indent. I have ridges in my nails because of the Hashimoto's. So, smoothing base it is to help get rid of that. Make a nicer layout for my nail art. And I always start by using my left hand to do the painting because my left hand is my non-dominant hand. So when I switch to my dominant hand, it feels so much easier instead of going from dominant to non-dominant and making life harder. Because unfortunately, as much as I would like to be, I'm not ambidextrous. And I actually forgot a step. I forgot to dehydrate my nail bed. So we're going to get one on and then I'm going to dehydrate the rest. Oopsies. All dehydrating is wiping them down with acetone. Living out here in 2060 with that tip. I learned that tip. Gosh. It might have even been from Christine of Simply Nailogical. I didn't come up with it, basically, is what I'm saying. I learned it from somewhere. So for the rest of them, let's dehydrate real fast. It'll also pick up any nail dust. I'm not going to take the smoothing base back off of that thumbnail, though. It can just stay there. It'll be fine. I did, in digging out a problem cuticle, I did cause a cut, but we'll be fine. I will survive. Oddly enough, this one doesn't burn, but there's like a sore spot over here that does. That's how it goes sometimes. All right. Mo better. My placement is okay. I have incredibly short nails because of my profession, and it means that I have to do a lot of end of the nail cleanup. Because I will never, ever, until I'm done with my profession, I will never have nails that grow out long enough to protect that little end bit of my finger. I am part of the actual short nails club. I love the people who call having nails that, you know, they're out to about here. They're not super long, but they definitely cover all of the end of the like the tip of the finger skin out here. I love those girls and guys, you know, I'm not judging, who say that that is a short nail. And I'm like, yes, it is short. But when I think of short nails, I'm thinking of back to the cuticle. Or not cuticle, quick. Back to the quick. Cleaning this up does help keep it stay on the nail, though. Because, again, you're not creating an area where lift can happen to take it back up and off. I apologize if some of the angles aren't as easy to see. Sometimes I have to prioritize me seeing what I'm doing over you guys seeing what I'm doing. So first hand done, now we go to painting with our dominant hand. After I pull a piece of like cotton fuzz off of my skin. I really do need to get back into, even if it's just painting my nails, not doing nail art, painting them on a more regular basis. Because I have nails, and I didn't even know this was a thing until I took my CEU at the end of October. I have nails that just inherently, you can feel them when I'm doing a massage. Like, I have them cut back right now to my quick. I have filed them down, I've buffed them, I've done literally everything I can to make them not noticeable. And there are, like, if I really get in deep, you are going to notice my nails. So there's two ways to help a client with this that I have discovered. One, work through the sheets, which is totally acceptable. And two, nail polish actually creates a softened edge. Buy some snacks for your family's Thanksgiving yesterday. You forgot how good French onion oh my god, it's so good, Dova. It is so good. God, I haven't had French onion dip with Ruffles chip in forever. Forever. I'm gonna remember that. That little CD icon is a great spot. To plop my finger down on while I'm painting it. Some of my nails are more sunk than others too, like into the skin of the nail bed. Like this one definitely sinks. Oop, as I take off the entire end of it. Because I suck with the cleanup brush sometimes.
I'm gonna need you to drink some water.
One moment, I'm sure that was a Dova. It was Opal. Hi, Opal. There we go. How are you doing, Opal? Thank you for the hydrate. You're stressed. That's not good. I hope that whatever is causing you stress goes away quickly. Okay. We've got our smoothing base on. Oh, in-laws are here doing repairs, but my anxiety doesn't care that they have a... Oh, geez, yeah. And anxiety is a bear. Excuse me. I am going to get the top coat onto our swatches now while we let the base coat on my nails dry a little bit more. Because my goal is these to be dry enough to put in my book tonight without having to leave my book open so that they don't get smushed. Go. Set those back off to the side. So you can be a wizard smoking the ganja. I'm guessing they don't care much for that activity. Which, I mean, to each their own. You're not hurting anybody. All right, so the first step is getting our base colors on, and then we get to do the nail stamping. So on my thumb, I am putting from the birthday collection, the birthday gemstone collection. This is December's that Holo Taco put out. It's called Tanzanite Away. It's this like beautiful shifty purple with sparkle. I don't know if this one is still in stock. Some of them are going to be restocked. This is probably one of them. Probably not, but you try not to even let them know. Fair. Fair enough. So this is going to be my thumbs. Because purple's my favorite, and therefore purple gets to be the biggest nail. Two coats will be necessary. You've seen her on Sophia's channel? I love Sophia. Yes, she and Sophia are good friends, and this is a beautiful color. If Christine ever opens up the ability to become an affiliate with Holo Taco, the way you can with Maniology, I will be among the first to sign up. Hello, Mrs. Biddy. So this is Tanzanite Away from Holo Taco. It is presently not available. So this was part of the limited edition birthday gemstones polish for birthstones. And they are going to be bringing a limited color selection of them back. And I'm sure Tanzanite Away will be among them, but right now it's not available. Leaf is the best. So Amethyst is from February, I believe, and they did do it. Cries in disappointment. Yeah, you got to be quick on the Holo Taco. This one, Opal, you'll know this one. This is Bury Me in Holo. And it is from the Sophia Nygaard collection from Holo Taco. It's her collaboration. Again, this one was limited edition and will not be coming back. So this is going on my pointer finger. And this one might be a one and done. I might not need a second coat for this one. Yay. You love watching the artistry? You know what? I'm with you on that, Opal. I love doing my nails because I used to have long nails before I became a massage therapist, and cutting off my nails was a very hard thing for me. It took me forever to stop biting them, to grow them out, and then I picked a career where I had to cut them off. I love my career. I miss my nails, and this helps me feel better about the fact that my nails are short again. And it also helps because it creates a cushion for people with deep pressure. Kind of looks like pizza sauce. Yours is sapphire. So sapphire... No, that's aquamarine. Gosh, which one is the sapphire? Mine is the emerald, which, speaking of, that's our next color. September. So this is also from the Birthstone collection. It's called Emerald City. It's going on my middle finger. July is ruby, January is garnet. You're a ruby dragon. I love it, Dova. I love it. And some months have two choices for birthstone. Like October is opal or pink tourmaline. And I'm like, you lucky bastards. You get options. Making a mess. Making a mess is a November topaz. It is a beautiful green, isn't it, Opal? It's a beautiful green that I made an absolute mess with. Yeah, the Birthstone collection was possibly the most popular collection to date for Holo Taco to launch, because they've had like sales data now for a few years. 6 years actually, to figure out like approximately how much of polish they need to prepare in order to have enough for release and then a few days beyond. And the Birthstone collection sold out in like 4 hours. Topaz was your grandfather's. Nice, nice. Yeah, so they are going to, I think they actually might be doing a limited run of all the polishes again because it sold out so fast. I kept my mom's garnet pendant for my youngest for when he's older. His birthday is the day after. Oh, wow. That's really special, Mrs. Biddy. That's really special. All right, so this one is a gray holographic. It is called Overshadowed, and this is the last year you can buy it. Once she sells out, she's gone. So if you like this color, now's the time to go grab her. He's the only January baby in the family. Oh. My mat's sliding. So this will be the ring finger. I don't know if I've ever actually used overshadowed before. And I don't remember which collection it came out with. Oh, no, I do. It's declassified 001, so it came out last year. And they brought it back briefly, and it's going to be going away. That'll be a 2-coater. That makes sense, Opal. You remember that which is relevant to your life. Until one of the kids does something naughty, and then you run through every single name in the household to try and figure out which child it was that you're yelling at. Including the dog and the cat names. We have the largest garnet mine in the world in your hometown. Oh, I forgot about that, Seamus. They do look very similar if you get them in the right light. So garnet is actually usually a very dark red, whereas ruby is more of like a bright true red. But if you put garnet in like the proper light, it shines this glorious blood red. But sometimes garnet looks black. Like it's so dark. Oh, right. Last color. And this one may have already been retired. I would have to look. This is Blue Ain't Slick. It is a multi-chrome. So it shifts. You can see it on the edges a little bit. The corners. And you might actually be able to see it better up here. Yeah, you can see the shifty better up here. See it on the corner? How it shifts to like pink and orangey green. So this is going to be an interesting polish. It can almost look purple at times. Right? Holo Taco's colors are fucking spectacular. That's the only way I can describe them. We are starting to see colors though now that are almost dupes. And then we let it self-level now that I've made an absolute mess. We're grown in... Oh, that's kind of cool. If you could prove they were balanced. Listen, mine is always going to be balanced to the 12. For maximum damage. Ooh. Punch to the light. My bad. Did I just put... No, if I did, it's in there. I think I just put a hair or something accidentally into the nail itself. Oopsies! Get it out of the cuticle here. There we go. You'd never know I made a mess. So that's going to be kind of our color. for the crazy chaos Skittle. Okie dokie, enjoy your food, enjoy your date night with Mr. B. Occlusions, maybe. Give that a quick blow. And we start all over again with the tanzanite away. On the other hand. Which gives the first hand a chance to dry down a little bit. Before we put some second coats on. And I apologize because I know ads are going to run soon, but nail art is one of the few times where I can't pause for ads. Oop, and then I glommed it. And it's pointless to snooze them because, like, I can't stop regardless, so it's not like we can snooze them to finish a puzzle and then come back afterwards. Like, they just have to run. Really got it down there. My wedding ring is Sugalite with little crystal, so it's absolutely unique. Oh, that sounds beautiful. I also love the fact that it's becoming kind of a trend to get away from the diamonds are forever. And that more of us want non-traditional, like the traditional being the diamond, want non-traditional stones. I told Seamus if he ever proposed to me with a diamond, I would say no, by the way. So he proposed to me with an emerald. Because I was like, diamonds are boring and everybody has them. I don't want a diamond. They're also, like, not that rare. And they're easily faked. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely, and blood diamonds. I do own a pair of diamonds, and they're in my ears right now. They are my only diamonds, and I am okay with that, so you can't see them very well, but these earrings here are diamond earrings. My parents got them for me for my 25th birthday. It was one of my birthdays between 25 and 28. And it's because I like to have good earrings that I can just leave in, and my mom was like, you're responsible enough, we're getting you a really nice pair of diamond studs from a local jeweler, and I'm okay with that. But I did not want the standard diamond engagement ring, and I do not want a diamond wedding ring. Bury me in Holo. Very pair of tiny diamond earrings. They were exactly once because the back got stuck. No! Ooh, that was not cool. Pulling the tiny front through the hole. Oops. So, fun fact, on my left ear, my lowest hole, which I don't have earrings in my bottom holes right now, is gauged. So this one down here because I had emerald earrings like these that I used to wear in the bottom, and I would fiddle with it. And I just naturally gauged the hole when I was in like 7th grade. Like before I even knew what gauging was, I just accidentally did it. So I can wear, I think it's like size 14s, 16s, 16s maybe it is. 16s or 14s in that hole. Emerald City. As I make a mess again. You were maybe 10. Oops. Yeah, that might have been a little too young for tiny earrings like that. Because 7th grade would have been about... Oh, I would have been like 11 to 12, I think. In that range. Maybe 12 to 13, something like that. But anyways, like, still young. And obviously, you know, I was fiddling with my earrings, too. There we go. Get the green out of the corners. As an abrasive, they make a good abrasive. They make a good thing for record players too. Then our beautiful overshadowed. Bum, 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 bum. Making a mess. People like diamonds not because of what they are, but because of the cultural meaning that's been. I think so too, Dova. Was it the De Beers who came up with diamonds are forevers or whatever? Like, the marketing campaign is really what made diamonds what they are. It was collapsing after World War II, yeah. History is wild like that. History is absolutely wild like that. I think it was Camel Cigarettes who worked and coordinated with the fashion industry to set the color of the year to the specific green. Oh my goodness, DH! Thank you for the raid! Welcome on in, Raiders! My name is Saknika. You may also hear me called Sam. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch, and I'm currently painting my nails. We're doing some nail art. How are you? What's going on? Can I get a shout out for DH, please? Thank you. How's it going? Now that you're older continues to amaze me. Things I didn't know were there. Yeah, absolutely, Dova. You guys, if you don't know that DH streams, he does, and you should give him a follow. He's a super cool human being. Just moved down to Texas to be with Collect and Full Speed and start life as an independent adult, which we love and support. Which is why I'm surprised that you were streaming, DH. You must have been streaming from Collect's place. Stream to pass the time and shit. I mean, there you go. Stop. I'll never stop. You can't make me. You're at your own apartment. Let's go. Hell yes. When did you get to move in? Because I thought you were still in the application phase. That's phenomenal, DH. Congratulations. Adult nap by them soon for birthday things because your birthday falls on a stupid Tuesday. Listen, we love that. When you were still in Baltimore. Oh. Well, that's still exciting. All right, so we need a second coat on this nail. This nail. Minimum. This is a friend of yours? It sounds like they're mad at you. Did you just kind of sneak off to Texas without telling a lot of people, DH? Moving with friends. Just finished at the last place. Husband asked to clarify a sale thing, and I got a pony for half off. Let's go, Carrie. That's fucking phenomenal. Somebody misunderstood, DH. Somebody misunderstood. You want a pony? They are figurines, not a full life I can ride it pony. Carrie collects them. You know, if I had been smart, I would have counted my nail polish swatches for you guys. Because that was being talked about on one of my past streams. How many bottles of nail polish do I have? I know it's got to be over 400. You'd be a child happy? Absolutely. But not only do you have to buy the pony, but then you've got the upkeep costs, and it is expensive to feed a horse and maintain a horse. They are not a cheap animal. Because you either need the ability to board them somewhere or enough land, and then you need... I think I want another one on that color too. You need the food, the hay. Vet bills are going to be more expensive because they have to come to you. It's expensive just to take care of yourself. Absolutely it is. The world is not cheap. Yeah, it is very expensive to properly care for them. Even if you're on the lower end of things. 100% Carrie. Horses require quite the commitment. Because your Mama Collect is gonna... Absolutely, I love your face, DH. Thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. I will take good care of your community. We're just chilling. We're just chilling. We do have to play DBD at some point. It has been a hot minute. I finished the 2v8 tome last night, so now I'm down for whatevs. Because 2v8 is chaos. It's fun, but it's chaos. If he doesn't behave, or is it a she? I don't have, unfortunately, the pronouns don't show up in OBS. If they don't behave, I'll let you know. You're chilling near your new place, and over the summer there were 2 Palomino foals. Oh, adorable. You're a girl? Good to know. Thank you for clarifying, because I have a very gendered brain. I struggle to remember to use they, them. And my brain likes to assume things like the asshole that it is. And then I have to backtrack and correct myself. Bye, DH. They, them, or she. Good to know. Thank you for clarifying. I really do wish OBS would show up. You're a sour apple Jolly Rancher. They would show the pronouns extension that you can put into your browser to make it show up in just basic Twitch chat, like in the browser itself. It works in Firebot, but I can't have Firebot over my OBS. I don't know if it works in Streamlabs or not. Maybe? Babies are cute until they bite you? Oh, that's fair, Gary. That's fair. But yeah, I wish it would show up in OBS. It'd make my life so much easier. Clean it up. Second coat's always a lot easier. Probably should. Or kick you. Yeah. I imagine that's why they talk about breaking horses. They're basically, ooh dear, getting that instinct out of them to make them more accustomed to the human presence. Because I'm gonna go out on a limb and say horses are not 100% domesticated. Not like dogs kind of more or less are. Where a puppy's first instinct isn't necessarily to act out, it just is teething. Crazy guy! Hello! How are you, friend? Welcome in. Even cats aren't 100% domesticated at this point. But cats are assholes, so that makes sense. I love them, but they are assholes. By smashing... Oh my gosh. That's terrible, Opal. Cats never forgot that they are gods. That is true. That is true. The whole alpha mentality, yeah. I don't want violence. Violence is not the answer. But I mean, if we really think about it, a lot of human history is a very violent thing for trying to assert dominance in many aspects. You know, parents asserting dominance over kids, just shit, even like 50 years ago, it was a SWAT. Like, up to a literal beating. And I'm not 100% against swatting a child. Because sometimes children just... they choose the bad consequence. And I would much rather give my child's hand a smack than let them stick their finger into an outlet if they figured out how to pull the like, protector things out. You know? Things like that. Like, it's gonna hurt one way or the other. It might as well come from a not as violent or deadly tap from me versus them electrocuting themselves. But overall, I think you need to not be violent. You read a lot of horse books? Yeah. I'm just very physically and emotionally drained from doing shopping today with my dad. It was more the people in my surroundings that just irked me. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Open mouth cough over everything is disgusting. Who would just straight up hit you with... I hate when people run into you with their cart and don't say sorry. That is annoying. Well, this is a nice relaxing stream to diffuse to. It was illegal before child abuse. That's kind of a crazy thing. Under animal abuse laws. Wild. Wild. Ugh. I'm also glad it's taken more seriously now. I know you can't hear me, Dova, because the ads have started. It's getting better, though. It is still not serious enough, but it's getting better. Let this dry down a bit. Yup, 2-ish minutes. 2-ish minutes. Gives me a moment to kind of switch gears a little bit here and get my scraper out and so on and so forth. Prep my pineapple. Because we need the pineapple to hold the Q-tip, birthing the cotton ball. It's now a giant Q-tip. My brain is braining weird today. It's braining so weirdly. That's garbage. You can just go over there because you'll eventually be part of a garbage pile. Yeah, CPTSD is bad. Yep. I totally feel that. I also have the CPTSD from high school bullying and middle school and elementary school. It's so exciting. 45 seconds. Was a Marine veteran. Have a good one, Puss. Thank you for sticking around for a little bit. I never know who can hear me when ads are running and who can't. Welcome back, friends. Don't worry, I didn't do anything without you. Puss, have a great rest of your day. Thank you for sticking around. And yes, CPTSD is really bad. It's something that I also have from bullying, from being bullied in school. Not necessarily from my parents, although I'm sure a little bit of it is from my dad. He had some anger issues while I was growing up. Nothing that like was beating or whatnot, but he would get angry and he would like slam a cupboard door and then leave the house. So he wasn't hurting us physically, but that was very unnerving as children. Your mom and school bullies, yeah. No worries. I was chatting, but I couldn't tell if you could or couldn't hear me, so I'm just repeating myself. So what we're going to do now is we've got this pattern here, which it's upside down for you guys. It's right side up for me. And we're going to be stamping it over our nails. So the first one, this is a Maniology plate, by the way. It is MXM138, which is the Manny X Me. It is an exclusive plate to the subscribers. You see a teddy bear butt. There are teddy bear butts. Because you can put, this plate also has teddy bears. So this is exclusive to the Maniology subscription service, and that's the only way you can get a hold of it, is if you're in that subscription program, which I think is fine. Like, you know, exclusives are exclusives for a reason. And I'm going to be stamping that over the Tanzanite away using Maniology's B281 Littlefoot. So it's this really cool purple color. And we're going to make them look sweaterish. The paw prints are cute. I agree, Carrie. If you've never seen nail stamping before, you're in for a delight. So we're going to take our polish and make sure everything is nearby. That's our stamper that you see off in the corner. But Littlefoot wasn't purple? I know. I know. Welcome back, Dova. And we're going to fill in our pattern about halfway. It's important that we don't have moving air near us, so like no fans on or anything. And then a scraper. Scrape it. It's light at about a 45-degree-ish angle. Pick it up. And then line it up and stamp it on. Speed is essential. And now we've got a sweater pattern on our nail. So because we're really thinning the polish out in the plate, that's why speed is essential. Because you need to, I have to reach under the light, so it's gonna wiggle. You're about to see it get cleaned up. You need to get the nail polish on the nail as fast as possible. And to clean your stamper head, it's never acetone. Do not clean your stamper head with acetone. It is always tape. Just pick it up with tape. Same for the, well, no, not same. But for the plate itself, acetone. So I've got my pineapple with its cotton ball on the end so that I don't actually physically touch the cotton ball with my brand spank new nails. Bloop. Gone. Ready for the next color. And I'll set my pineapple over here. I'm going to close this. Someone was a Marine. It was a Marine veteran that first recognized the symptoms of complex PTSD in Opal. That she didn't even realize. And then we're just going to clean it up. Now, since we are not using black, I can get away with letting it stamp onto my skin. Black, on the other hand, just smears so bad that you absolutely do not want to let it just get on your skin. Almost got the purple out of this side. There we go. So there's our first one. Yeah, when you're more paranoid in public than a Marine, they would take notice. Absolutely. All right, so to go with the Bury Me in Holo, we have Maniology's B301 Maple. There we go. And again, about halfway, we take our scraper, we scrape it on in there. We do a beautiful pickup. And onto the nail. This one's a little more subtle, but it's there. It is there. Pick up the excess polish. Close the polish. Bing, bang, boom, clean the plate. And now we'll clean the nail. Patrick, hello! I am having a fantastic day. How about you, friend? Welcome in. It is way easier to clean than you expected, yeah. Acetone, pure acetone. So this is not nail polish remover specifically. It is 100% acetone for nail polish removal. So it doesn't have any additives in it. It just really like eats the nail polish right out of the plate. This is why I always say that nail stamping is a lot easier than it looks. At least the basic version of nail stamping, which is what this is. There are more advanced techniques. We're not doing them today. I did dye some of my extremely dry skin with the pink pigments. That is normal for me. So sometimes my acetone does get cloudy like that, my little cup of it. Shower soon for church tonight, but first I had to stop by and show some love. Aw, Patrick, you're too kind. I'm glad that you had time to stop by, and I hope you have a great time at church tonight. All right, going with our emerald. We've got B191 Lily Pad. Also from Maniology. All of my stamping polishes are Maniology pretty much. Today specifically, they're all Maniology. Get the paint in there. Well, the polish. And then do a scrape. Pick it up. Oh, that looks really pretty. I like the green. Yes. You can use them as basic polish. Basically, what you need for a stamping polish is something that is highly pigmented and the right viscosity. So, like, I can get away with using some of my Holo Taco polishes to stamp because they are highly pigmented and the right viscosity, but not all of them. And there are plenty of polishes out there, just like Holo Taco, that like you can double them. But Maniology's polishes are specifically formulated to be more appropriate for the stamping. And if you go shopping there, I have a discount code that you can use. Just don't submit it to any discount apps, because then I lose my eligibility. Ooh, community Thanksgiving. Probably about 5 tables of food, not including... Ooh, nice, Patrick. That'll be amazing. Have a great time with that. Pull that little flappy away so that I don't melt it into the nail. I am sure the history of Thanksgiving is not a great history, as is most of our history that we've sugar-coated for the children in school and then never revisited. The older you get, the less tolerable it is. That's fair. I love Thanksgiving purely on a personal aspect. I love the food. Like, the food is delicious. And I love the fact that it's a time when my family gets together. Because I have a very good family. Look like a watermelon? Oh my god, I'm never going to be able to unsee it. But it's cute. It's a cute watermelon. Need more tape. It's really funny because the bulk of the tape in this house gets used for nail art at this point. Nail art and Christmas gifts. Probably in that order. Okay, so we did the green. It's pretty. Excellent. Now on to the gray. So going over Overshadowed is Maniology B415 Folklore. I mean, it is an option. Maybe in the springtime we'll try to do watermelon nails. Spring or summer, yeah. Or the rind up here. Mask it off and then pink with stuff on the bottom. The things I can do with nail polish is pretty incredible. And I'm on the amateur side of it. Another beautiful pickup. subtle but pretty. Bloop. Bloop. Clean. Sound effects necessary. Okie dokie, Seamus. Good luck. Barbecue season. I miss the big watermelons. They tasted better. You can't find them anymore. I think we still have them in grocery stores around here, supermarkets. But I'm not sure. I haven't shopped for a watermelon in a long, long time because the texture of watermelon bothers me. I love the flavor of watermelon. The texture, the gritty texture. But I think I would put up with it to eat like an actual whole slice of watermelon and spit the seeds out. I have vivid, fond memories of being told not to swallow the seeds because I would grow a watermelon in my belly. Patrick, thank you for the hug. You can't find them where you are? That's a shame. Because you can't find the good ones, yeah. And I know a lot of them are like seedless now, which defeats the freaking purpose. Like, no, half the fun of eating watermelon is spitting the seeds at your siblings. Like, if I can't spit the seeds at my siblings, what's the point? Right, and last but certainly not least, we have our blue, which honestly, I can probably get away with just a side. We can get away with one side of this, and I'm gonna do that. Oh, you probably want to know what blue we're using, right? This is Maniology's B375 Royal Blue. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to only paint a little bit of it because the pinky nail is so small, there's no point in filling the entirety of the design and then having extra to clean up. So we've just got one little section. And now I have a lot less mess. And I did a terrible job of trying to center it. Pull it off. I feel like I stuck my finger in it, but I did not. Oh, Lord, Patrick. That sounds very much like a teenage testosterone testament. I'm young. I'm making very interesting decisions because puberty. That is what that sounds like to me. The blue is gonna smear a little bit. Oh boy. All the more reason to not get it as a super excess of this one on the fingers. Oh, at a camp for kids with disabilities. Gotcha. I would much rather eat the watermelon as well, Opal. But that's also like a pet peeve of mine. Not that I'm chastising anybody. I don't like food waste if it can be avoided. And that's why those videos on the internet of people who just like, they start out making a recipe and then they just start chucking things in or throwing food at toilets and similar, like, they really bother me. I really hate them. Chinese food came within 10 minutes of you ordering it. Wow. They piss you off? So I'm not alone in that, Opal. It sounds like your camp was crazy. Oop. I'm just smacking my light. So we will get the pineapple out. Put on a fresh cotton ball. That's how it holds it. Because we got to do the other hand. And act like it's normal food. Yup, I don't like that. I don't like the ones where they take regular food and just fucking waste it by throwing it at the garbage can or on the floor or what have you. Like, groceries are expensive. The NyQuil chicken. I haven't seen that one. I have not seen that one. And I don't want to. Sometimes DH will send me those kinds of cursed food videos and I take a 1 second peek and I'm like, nope, not watching it. Absolutely not. Nasty. It sounds nasty. And I have nothing against the people who might enjoy those videos because to each their own. They just bother me. NyQuil chicken was actually putting people in the hospital. What the fuck? And that's another thing. Some of these videos are dangerous. Ann Reardon of How to Cook That covers a lot of the dangers of some of these. Oop, I got it a little bit curvy. That looks good. Touched it with my pinky finger. Oops. Like, why would you do that? Especially seeing how most of the people weren't put in the hospital due to the stuff in the chicken, but rather the NyQuil burning and becoming a different chemical. Because people... So here's how they get away with it. They post it on their Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and in the tags, the little hashtags that nobody reads, they put comedy or joke. So they have technically labeled it for what it is, but it's nothing that you prominently see. It's not in the video that you're watching. It's not in the captions. People don't read the description and people get hurt. And it's disgusting. And I can't understand it. It makes me near blind with rage when I see people. Absolutely. Absolutely. I will take a look at it, Opal. I will definitely take a look at it after streaming. Yeah. I grew up not realizing we had food scarcity, Dova. It was when I was explaining that I have an aversion to barbecue chicken and I have to have it cooked a very particular way, and I can never eat instant mashed potatoes again after having literally for 3 months in a row every dinner was chicken in barbecue sauce to be barbecue chicken with instant mashed potatoes every night. that somebody was like, well, why didn't you have other foods? And I had to stop and think about it, and I realized that was during a time period when mom's business was not doing so hot and dad was laid off because General Electric was a constant revolving door of you're hired, you're laid off, you're hired, you're laid off. And sometimes he would have a job in between, and sometimes he'd be looking. And this was during a he's looking time period. We just didn't have the money. And chicken was cheap, and instant mashed potatoes were cheap. So that's what we ate. That's what we ate. It was a time. That might have been the same year that our grandparents took us school supply shopping. Because I wrote a letter to Grandma and Grandpa talking about financial issues that I don't remember writing. Trauma. Working in the restaurant like it was... Oh gosh, that's terrible. Restaurant work. Don't order a full steak dinner for kids under 10. I don't understand why anybody would do that, Opal, in general. They're not going to finish it. They're just not. And it's not the kids' fault. Like, they have little tiny tummies. They're doing the best they can with the digestive system they got. But I also don't agree with most portion sizes at restaurants. I think restaurants should lower their prices slightly and lower their portion sizes a lot. So they'll save some money. We won't have as much food to consume, and it will make life better for everybody. I already did that nail. Holy crap. Oh my god. Well, we've got a double stamp on this nail now because I just defaulted to that hand. Wow. My brain went bloop. Call ahead. Make sure they can even accommodate you. Yeah. 100%. Make a reservation if you can. Some places don't allow reservations, but still accommodating a big party. You know, do you have a table big enough? Wow, I can't believe I did that, friends. Oops. Let's try that again. US portion sizes are wild. I will clean that nail up in a minute. I'm upset with myself for that stupidity. We're on the other hand, friends. Not often you're going to see me make a mistake like that. Now, onto the correct finger. Good job, me. Good freaking job. I'm gonna blame the fact that that music is still blaring across the street or next door. Yep, that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. Crash a wedding and demand the group go to a specific restaurant after. Oh, God. Rearranging tables for you. Ugh. Yeah, that is obnoxious. I mean, I've definitely walked in as a group of 6, not thinking anything of it. And, you know, it's a new restaurant we haven't been to. And it's not that they can't do larger groups. It's just that they had so many people there that night that they did need to push some tables together because they only had the smaller tables left. But we're talking like 2 tables pushed together, not 6 or 7 and rearranging half the restaurant. Because it would be, so I was a family of 5. It was my parents, myself, and my 2 siblings. And if one of us had a friend or, you know, a family friend or somebody that was coming out to eat, it would make 6. During the times when, you know, money wasn't tight and we could afford to go out. Because it was very back and forth when I was growing up. Didn't invite her for a reason. I think we had 4 oh my god, yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't invite that aunt either. Like, you've proven that you can't be trusted. You're out. I always feel sad when people have to go no contact with family members because my family is so important in my life and we do so much together and whatnot. But I totally understand when you have toxic family members and have to do it. I just feel saddened that, like, you as the person don't have the same lovely family experience that I do. I am very, very fortunately blessed with a wonderful, loving, and kind family. She just showed up. Oh, wow. I would have asked her to leave, personally. I hit my 0 fucks to give stage very early in life. It's fuck, but I rarely interact with anyone but your grandma. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I don't blame you. You gotta do what you gotta do to protect your inner peace. That's the most important thing. Like, if somebody's really disrupting your inner peace and you cannot reconcile your differences with them to correct it, then they gotta go. And that can be family, people you thought were your friends, etc., etc. If it's a coworker situation, it's a little bit harder, but there should be ways for you to, in my eyes, navigate it so that you guys just aren't interacting as much anymore. Do not make the same mistake twice, Samantha. The world's best glumper is incoming. Hello, Rukia. How are you, love? Welcome to my nail art. Ophelia, hi! You were finishing up BG3? No worries, I was lurking. Welcome in, friends. How are you? She refuses to admit she ever did anything wrong. And she will remain that way till the day she dies, Opal. I'm doing good. I'm doing my nail art for the first time since, like, I think we determined it was, like, late August, early September. I take too long of breaks between my nail art. I really got to get better about doing it more frequently again. Picture of the goodies and okie dokie. I will take a look after stream. Ooh, fix up the shoes for your dress. Let's go, Ophelia. We're getting close to the end, and that's a good thing because, like I said, I do have evening plans, and I can smell Seamus cooking dinner, and it smells amazing. We're having stir fry tonight. It's gonna be delicious. At least last he told me we were having stir fry. Whatever it is, it smells phenomenal. And as somebody who's eaten a bowl of cereal so far today, I am ready. Stealth Clomp. Stealthy clomping. Favorite muscle mommy? Ophelia is a muscle mommy. She is very much uwu material. Ara ara, Seamus. That. Shoop. Pick her up and put her down. God, that sounded horrendously country. Clean up my nail first this time, and we'll get to the other thing in a moment. I will go back for the weird blips on my skin. Don't you worry. Started your new workout regimen. It comes in. It's an ass kicker. Oh, I believe it. I believe it, Ophelia. But I believe in you. I believe that you got this. I'm gonna need so much nail oil after this. My skin is gonna be so dry. One more to go. It's our blue. You may not be able to walk after some days. We all just want to be healthier. That's the big thing. And working out is important. And if you've got a friend who already knows what they're doing, golden. Get scored. Okay, and then the last one. My wee itty bitty pinky. My itty bitty pinky nail. Okay, and now I've got to clean up the plate. Fantastic. Get it out of the corner here a little bit. Takes care of that. Now there won't be a blinding glare on the screen anymore. Where did I put the lid? There's the lid. Good way because I'm very lost all the time and zero motivation. The motivation is the hardest part, I feel like. Get a better grip on this. Clean up the scraper card. So it's ready for the next time it's needed. Put it back in its little holder. You guys can't see the holder, but there it is. This is my little scraper card holder. Set that off to the side. We're done with the tape. Can sit there. That can sit there. And just to show you, Opal, I do have a little cup that I put my acetone in. And in fact, I need a smidgen more acetone. Consistency and absolute determination. Overcoming anxiety and being... Yeah, I believe it, Ophelia. I would not want to be in a new gym. I don't like gyms really in the first place. We spilled. There we go again. I fucked up the adhesive on the tape. The important thing is, though, this is a no-mess mat. Which means that it's acetone proof, so everything will come off of it. It's basically a good grade of silicone. So now we have to put our top coat on, which is, of course, going to be Glossy Taco. Quick dry top coat. We love quick dry. Quick dry is the best dry. In college and your Marine friend was with you. There you go. I was going to the gym recently for personal training, but like it's not cheap, and she injured herself at a Spartan race, and I started to have some issues with my insomnia and stuff, and it needed to stop for a little while. Gosh, that really makes it come out. Powerlifting competition, you need to train like heck. Yeah. 500 deadlift? Holy shit. Help as much as you can. That is amazing, Ophelia. The red crayons are your favorite, Seamus? I bet they are. Here's our fuck up nail. Because I'm not taking all of the nail polish off to redo it. To hell with that. We double stamped it, and it is what it is. You'll almost be able to lift your ego. Oh my God, Seamus. Oh boy, my tummy is growling for food. Because it's like, bitch, you went live an hour late. You were supposed to be done an hour ago and feed me. It is amazing what adding a glossy top coat does to a manicure, though. We're all rooting for Ophelia. Hell yeah, we are. And for each other. Like, we all got this. Good bot, Siri bot. Hoping to find a gym buddy to root on. Yeah, gym buddies are like damn near essential. Because having somebody to be there with you, to go with you, and work with you, even if it's like 2 of you with 1 personal trainer, it makes it so much better. Because you, like, it really does help to have somebody to share your goals and whatnot with. And I call them accountability buddies because they can make sure that you get your ass there. Because they're going to be there and they don't want to be there alone either. Just cleaning up some of the excess pigment with a Q-tip. Because it's a little bit easier, but you don't want to do the detailed stuff with the Q-tip. Okay. On to my main, or painting with my main hand. I do home gym and the coach is constantly cheering you and it helps. That is a big help. I tried home gym and my problem is I just, like, I'm not accountable for myself. To just fire up, like, a workout. Although I'm thinking about trying Rachel's Fit Pilates, like the wall Pilates stuff and whatnot that's on YouTube because it's free. And that way, if I ultimately fail, I don't have to worry that I spent, like, you know, $260 or something on this workout program app or whatever that I just ended up not using. Because I tried Beachbody, which I think is now rebranded under a different name. And I tried this one for flexibility and whatnot. And, like, it starts off great and then it goes to hell. You know, the usual. Or a big piece of equipment. Yeah, I don't like anything that uses a big piece of equipment because I'm too short for most equipment. Oh, the glossy top coat makes it so much better. I can't stop saying that because watching the transformation is just too good. It's just way too good. Oh my god, I just realized I think the stupid music has stopped. Couple that were too tall. Yeah, yep. Yep, I had that struggle right from the beginning when we did, we had a weight room in my school. And being under 5 foot, I couldn't use some of the equipment, which really drove the gym teachers crazy because they had this like circuit that they had worked out for us, and it wouldn't work for me. They had to find alternate activities. And I never grew above 5 foot, so oh well. The music that you can hear is music that I'm purposefully playing. I mean the stupid music that was driving me insane, that my neighbors were blaring, where all I could hear was the bass line. So because we are a cold state, by the time we were using the weight room, it was too cold outside to walk the track, and it was a distance away. So they made me play with the medicine ball. That was the best they could do. And they hated it. I liked the medicine ball, but they hated it because it meant that they had to disrupt their beautiful routine, and somebody got to do something different, which of course, annoyed all the other little kids in there because teenagers. Why does she get to play with a medicine ball instead of using the leg machine or whatever? And it was like, well, she physically can't. And it used to be that they just let us do like what we wanted, but they had to come up with a routine because there would be like 3 or 4 girls who were, in the like popular clique that would hog the treadmills. And there would be a couple of people that would hog, the easy leg machines, and then everybody else was left to fend with the equipment that was quote unquote less desirable. So they were kind of forced to come up with the rotation because they needed to stop this bullshittery from happening. All right. You can kind of see them here. The purple and the green are definitely my favorite, followed by the gray, then the blue, then the pink. We're going to bring it over here. I'm going to have to adjust where Obspot is looking. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. That's better. Because now I can do this. And you can really see. This way. There we go. I'll make it work. It's just a question of which hand is the problem hand. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. They do kind of look like Christmas ornaments. They're supposed to be sweaters. It's supposed to be a sweater pattern. Oh, that was fun though, you guys. That was lots of fun. Home workouts with a program called HasFit. Videos with guided directions. Yep, that's what a lot of them are. That's what a lot of them are, Carrie. Hand weights, I'm okay with. I do like my hand weights. All right, friends. It is that time where we must raid out and go see another friend who is celebrating their birthday. So if you want to check me out, chat, hang out, the whole 9, come to the Discord. If you want to check me out on socials, there they are. Yes, Mina, birthday rating. If you're subscribed, you get to use this one with the mandalas. If you're not, please use this one with the hearts. We're going to go say hello to Phoenix Dark. She is currently playing First Class Trouble with the first round of people. I'm going to be jumping in about 30 minutes. Or she, they. Her pronouns are they, she, and I will go back and forth. Thank you for being here, Dova. Thank you, everybody, for being here. So we're going to go say hello to Phoenix. Give them all the love, because birthday love is important. I will be back Wednesday, you guys. Wednesday is baking day. We're going to be doing my Thanksgiving baking. So I hope that you can be there for it. If not, understandable. I don't have a time on it. I'm gonna put a schedule together. Things are gonna be a little bit weird because holiday, but Wednesday is probably gonna be, as soon as I'm ready to start baking, I fire up stream because I have 3 to 4 pies to make and 2 loaves of bread. Quick breads, but still, like, it's a lot. We're gonna have cleaning and the whole 9 yards, so I hope to see you there. In the meantime, make sure you guys take a moment to look yourselves in the mirror, practice that self-care, tell yourself that you love you because you matter, friends. You matter. I hope that this was a chill place to hang out for a little bit. I know that you're going to enjoy it over at Phoenix's. And until next time, have a great one. Bye, friends!